Hey, Andrew, for some younger fans out there or anybody who's really not locked into the history of Arkansas football, they might be surprised how successful this football program's been down through the ages. Has won a national championship, has competed at the highest levels, of course, coming over from the old Southwest Conference in 1991 or two to the SEC, even under Houston Nutt, more in recent years, finishing in the top 10 to 15 in the country a couple times, going to a couple SEC championship games. So it looked like Brett Bielema might be on the cusp of competing for better bowl games and possibly an SEC West. That obviously didn't happen. The program takes a step back. Of course, it's going to take Chad Morris some time. But what do you think is realistic at Arkansas? What should the fans expect long term?
I've been asked that a million times, and I try to think about it and ponder it, and I think it's not, unrealistic to think Arkansas should be in a bowl game every year. There's going to be some 6-6 years mixed in there, which fans aren't exactly excited about because you're stuck playing in the Independence Bowl or the Birmingham Bowl or something like that. It's not too flashy. But I think you should also have some years mixed in there where you're competing for an SEC West title. I don't think it's fair to say Arkansas should be like Alabama or LSU, where they're competing for a national championship year in, year out. I think it should be something where it happens every now and then, kind of like what Houston Nutt did during his tenure. In 98, they were in his first year, they were right there in the mix of things, until the Clint Sterner fumble against Tennessee, top 10 team. You had an SEC West title in 2002, I believe it was. You won the SEC West in 2006 when you had Darren McFadden. So, I mean, it's kind of like, every 5 years or so, you should be, in the top 10 nationally, competing for a national, potential national championship. Because when you're competing for the SEC championship, you're competing for a spot in the college football playoffs. So I think that would be, realistic for Arkansas fans. And, if you can average 6 or 7 wins, or maybe, get up to 8, 9 every now and then, I think it should be a cyclical thing. I don't think they should be winning double-digit games every year. Arkansas fans would love that, but I think it's more of a cyclical thing where you've got, a progression, from a 6-win team to a 7-win team to an occasional 10 or 11, 12-win team. So it's hard to win in Arkansas. I mean, it's been done in the past, as you mentioned, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But it's the SEC is a whole nother ball game, and when you got Alabama and Nick Saban in your division, it's going to be hard.
All right, Andrew Hutchinson from Hogs 247 Sports, delivering a ton of insight and information on Arkansas football. So please join him right there. Andrew, first time on Mark Rogers TV. Hopefully we can have you back, maybe set up some spring football, but we appreciate the time.
Absolutely. I'd love to come on anytime.